So I mentioned at some point that I was going to talk about the cheats you can activate by dropping the tokens in the game well. Those cheats will be activated in the start menu of your game, and I should also mention that they can only be activated once per memory card. So even if you collect them in another playthrough after collecting them in a prior game, a select sum of them, ranging up to all of them, will be rendered meaningless. With that out of the way, let's begin. The first activation token you will get is in the Thorntail store. That token will activate the credits, which can only be displayed when cycling over to Peppy in the start menu. You can also access the game credits upon beating the game. They roll out once you're all done with Star Fox Adventures. The second token can be found in Ice Mountain, which allows you to play Slippy's Jukebox, or, in other words, change the main menu theme to whatever game soundtrack you want, such as... Yep, you can play the Cape Claw theme on the main menu as long as you like. Ah, sweet, huh? The third token is the one from Moon Mountain Pass, and it will allow you to change the game's subtitles from English to Dino Talk. All I have to do is go over to Rob's menu and turn on the Dinosaur option to have the subtitles changed to Dino. Word of warning. I know it might not be apparent to those seeing it for the first time, but the Dino language subtitles in this game are flat out broken. They do not match the spoken Dino language audio and the words translated from English. I hate to say it, but I wouldn't recommend this for any playthrough. And the fourth and final activation token you can find is from the well in Cape Claw. This will allow the game to change from full color to black and white, or sepia as it's labeled in Peppy's menu. Well, those are the cheats you can activate on your main menu. The rest are just prophecies and messages, most of which we just read at the end of the prior episode. You can find a link on the cheat tokens in the Star Fox wiki, as this is where I've cited much of my relevant commentary from. With that out of the way, let's begin the next episode. Hello everyone! Zach Nighthawk flying in airspace once again with another episode of Star Fox Adventures. In the last episode, we returned the fourth and final Spellstone, but the planet did not come back together again as it was foretold. As the Queen Earthwalker later revealed to us, we need to return the 6 Krazoa spirits, or all 6 Krazoa spirits, in order for the Spellstone's magic to work. Basically, the Spellstones are basically like locks. They hold the lands in place, or the floating lands in place, and keep the planet together. But the magic that's forcing it apart cannot be channeled back in without the Krazoa spirits. But I don't want to go there. But I don't want to go to Walled City just yet, because that's where the 5th Krazoa spirit is. The shrine is at the top of that main temple. Not going there just yet. Instead, I want to go to the store and show you guys something that maybe I should have showed you all the way back in the first episode as Fox, or the second episode in this playthrough. This is the goods and services room. Every replaceable obtainable good is found here. Fireflies, bomb spores, fuel cells, grubtop fungus, and all these healing items can be found in this room. Didn't feel like it was prudent to visit here because I don't know if this is just a wise spender in me talking, but I didn't want to have to pay any amount of money for something I could just go out in the open and find for free. That being said, goodbye, storekeeper.
Feel free to look around, yes.
I hate to say it, buddy, but I can. I got an important mission in Walled City, and this is the last I'll be seeing you, old friend.
I'm moving to take a look.
Good luck with that. Well, now with that out of the way, even though it's even though there's a pending rain, even though there's a thunderstorm out there, we're going to Walled City anyway. Tricky, we're going home. And I don't care if we have to go through a thunderstorm to do it. We're taking you back to your home planet, Tricky. I mean, homeland in the sky. Hopefully we don't die like Poochie, because foxes are related to dogs. And I don't want to get that jinx. I want you to get jinxed or fall victim to that jinx. Let's go. Well, glad they chose Walled City for us. Let's be on our merry way.
Hurry, Fox! There must be another Krazoa Shrine hidden within the Walled City. When you land, go directly to the King Earthwalker. He should be able to tell you where to start looking. Peppy out!
Fly through 7 gold rings to open the Gatekeeper's force field.
So as I'm sure as I told you at the end of the last episode, we couldn't access those 2 temples flanking the main one on our first trip to Walled City. Those temples, by the way, are instrumental for us to find this Krazoa Shrine. And I think it was a pretty big indicator in the beginning that we would be visiting this place more than once. First time for a Krazoa Spirit. First time for a Spellstone, second time for a Krazoa Spirit. Ah. Sadly, I missed that that double laser upgrade, so I can't have that double laser anymore because not available in the Dinosaur Planet run.
It did it, Fox! The force field is down! It's safe for you to land! Slip me out!
Wow, high score, huh? Alright. Whatever. Feels a little odd not seeing all the red-eye. A little bit of a different vibe here. Now that the Earthwalkers are back in control and the red-eye are presumably extinct. But before we see your dad, Tricky, I promise I'd get back to this.
Go get it.
Let's see how let's show him how much fun we're having. Yes. I didn't show you guys something a little bit. This is another thing that maybe I should have showed you a little earlier. Now, if you keep playing fetch with him, something is bound to happen. Tricky changes color. If you do that enough times, this won't, believe it or not, this won't be the only color combination he'll turn into. In fact, if you play with him enough, he'll turn into his color will turn into the beta version of Tricky that was supposed to be his original skin in Dinosaur Planet. A little bit of an Easter egg I wanted to show you there. Well, now that we showed your dad how much fun we're having, let's go talk to him and get down to business.
Fox, on behalf of Dinosaur Planet, I thank you for returning the Spellstones to their rightful place.
For what good it did? If you didn't notice, you're still stuck up here in this floating rock.
By removing the Spellstones, Scales caused our planet to tear apart. Returning the stones has stopped the flow of magic energy, but only by the power of the Krazoa spirits will the floating lands return.
Seems like we both have our reasons for finding the last of the spirits. The Queen said I could find one here in the city. So where is it?
The spirit will be revealed once both the Sun and Moonstones are returned to the temple.
Well, nice to talk to him long enough for him to show off that Boston accent. So, as he instructed, we need to find the Sun and Moonstones from the Sun and Moon temples in order to reveal the shrine. Now, if you remember at the very beginning of this game, the Earthwalkers said they were the ones that hid the Krazoa spirits, so that General Scales couldn't find them for himself. It is believed that they were the ones that put the Sun and Moonstones back in their Moon and Sun temples, so that the Sharp Claw couldn't find them because, well, let's face it, they're going to be impregnable defenses that we have to go through. You see this right here? This block game right here is pretty similar to the one back in the Ocean Force Point Temple where you had to use your Fire Blaster. Instead, you have to use yourself. You have to push these yourself. Alright. I get a feeling for how this goes. Because if these sun blocks go in the wall, you have to start all over again. They vanish and go back to their original place where they are now. And start all over from there. I think I know. I got it. You just got to push them into those sun icons in order for them to light up. If all of them light up, something happens. Well, that window opens, or whatnot. Or that view of the edge of the level opens. So what we gotta do? Let's go up. So what you have to do? Well, this is the first time that your high-def goggles must be used. Because Slippy will urge you, if you didn't buy this before you took off from Thorntail Hall for the last time, Slippy would have told you to buy this from the store. What happens when you put these on and zoom in? Well, it burns us! Well, Fox is gonna need contacts from now on. You must sacrifice your vision in order to proceed. Wow. Those Earthwalker defenses are a lot more cruel than I would have first imagined. Ooh. get our freeze blast upgrade. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Well, as you can see, these blocks are out of order and need to be returned to their rightful place. This moon block needs to go here because it corresponds with the blue color. The red blocks, this one and this one, need to go in face, well, tail, well, front first, display in the, and the display in the back shows you from which side you need to get them. Yeah, this is, yeah, a little bit out of order here. We got this out of the way first. There's one. Yeah. Come on. Wait, stop it. There's two. And there's three. Now that they're in the correct order, the next room is unlocked to us. Now, you're about to go through a maze, a timed maze, in fact. And you cannot get, and there will be invisible barricades that will prevent you from going further. So what you have to do is activate the following, triggers, unlock the following, well, places with your, well, lock these areas with your staff. I'm gonna get some of this out of the way first before I go.
Flame.
I think that's it. No, I just hope that that none of that resets when we start this with our super ground quake. We have to make it through there before time runs out. Oh, great! Everything had to be put back together again, including that flame, including the flame guarding one of those switches. Well, at least we know the way. There's a visible wall barricading us. Yeah. Ah, shoot. Okay. Thorns did not grow back, at least, so we could turn that on. And just like that, we're through. Kind of need these for what's coming up next. Not just talking about the portal door. There is a spinning wheel with fire blast targets that we need to hit in a specific order. That order, of course, being sunrise to sunset. Oh, and missed our sunrise opportunity. So I think it appears that we've reached a little bit of a dead end. But that only means we've reached an end to the Sun Temple, or what's inside it. Ah. Now, if we go forward and avoid these flaming jets, you'll come across the Sunstone. Well, this is a Sunstone. Place it underneath the temple to reveal the Krazoa Shrine. We've got the Sunstone. Now we gotta find the Moonstone. Now, the Sun Temple's out of the way, we have to go to the Moon Temple to find the Moonstone. Of course. So now, the procedures are similar, but a little bit more perilous than the Sun Temple, actually. Still need some time to figure out where the, well, you have to do that. You have to do the moon block one too, in addition to the sun block one you just did. So it's a similar course, but it's pretty much the same course, only the blocks need to go in, of course they need to be put in different areas.
Where the walls fade, time is your only enemy.
Keep that in mind. He may be speaking in riddles, but that'll become relevant later on. I'm gonna get gauge on I think I might know now. Wait.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I think I know. This has to go in a particular order. Well, one of them has to be moved in a particular order, so it would take a bit of time. Don't be teased by how close that is to that one activation, that one moon icon. Because we're through, and now we can get blinded by the moonlight. Blinded by the moonlight, wrapped up like a... I completely botched that. I know. Those weren't the right lyrics. I am such a squid. I mean, I am so sorry. Any of you Springsteen fans out there. I would know, and I feel like I've shamed many important people to me in the process. It did make for an interesting, well, sub-interesting parody. Really, Fox, how long were you in the dark to be blinded by a moon? Blinded by, you know, the light of the moon. Come on, man. So now that we're going down into the Moon Temple, if we activate this lever, we have to make our way through this this obstacle course away, because if you stay on that too long, it'll disappear. Stay on that too long, it'll disappear. Yep. So. Oh, dang it. No! I think that's only the second time I've died so far. Technically, I didn't even go there, but... Oh, technically, I didn't even step on... Oh, yes. Keep stepping on these plates until the last one goes through. Or, come on! No! You cheating son of a bitch! As if it hasn't become more apparent yet, yes, those gates, each gate closes more infrequently than the last. Okay, jeez. Well, we're through. So now, you're in a completely different maze that you're gonna activate once you hit that groundquake pad. That Earthwalker said, when the walls fade, time is your only... Where the walls fade, time is your only enemy. These walls you're about to activate are invisible. What I mean by that? Well... we literally ran into one right there, but... since I know my way around... at least on the surface, yep. Made it there in plenty of time. When in doubt, just hug the invisible walls. Until you find an opening. Well, now it's time to collect the Moonstone, and... unlike the Sunstone Wheel, this one goes in correct order as it goes, well, properly clockwise. You have to hit the quarter moon, half moon, and full moon in that order. And yes, the speed increases for every switch you hit. A lot easier than the Sunstone Wheel. Didn't blue fire hurt more than red fire? Just saying. This is a moonstone. Place it underneath the temple to reveal the Krazoa Shrine. Well, we have both sun and moonstones. We have to go to the same place that we placed those red-eye teeth and on the same altars. Now, if you remember, with those altars, there were round indents in them. Those indents are where we have to place the sun and moonstones. Yeah. Good thing these didn't, good thing these don't fall on us a second time. And those are the Sun and Moon temples in Walled City. Can be tricky to navigate through on your first try, but if you know your way around, if you played this game before and you know your way around, it's pretty easy. Just not the part where where you have to with those disappearing platforms in the Moon Temple. You know, the ones I died twice on. As you can see, the Red-Eye King's lair has been closed off forever. Guess they don't want the stink of that giant rotting carcass to make its way up here. Don't get infected with predatory dinosaur diseases, I guess. Don't know about the public opinion on vaccines in Dinosaur Planet, but I digress. Sunstone goes on the red T-Rex or red eye statue. And the moonstone goes on the blue one. And there it is. Krazoa Shrine.
Your goal may seem close, but the answer is not always so clear.
I think both of them give you advice on the maze runs you're walking, on the maze runs in each temple. Your goal may seem close, but the answer is not always so clear. Basically, that's an allusion to the maze you're running through in the Sun Temple. You?
The Earthwalker you saved was a great friend. Thank you, Fox.
Thank you, General Peppersaurus. He's of course alluding to the Earthwalker you saved in on Dragon Rock.
Soon our tribe can return to the city.
Yeah.
Your final test awaits at the top of the temple.
I don't think he realizes that that there are 6 Krazoa spirits, not 5. Either that or the game done goofed. Well, here we are. The 5th and final Krazoa Shrine. But we'll have to wait another time for it. Next time on Star Fox Adventures, we enter the 5th Krazoa Shrine to obtain the 5th Krazoa Spirit. Zack Nighthawk, flying out.